Talking about RickRoss and Envy.
I you can because I really don't know what these guys
All right.
bickering about. Live recording. Okay, it says I'm live, so let's get this going, and we just gonna get to it, man. Now you know, you already know what time it is.
You already.
What's going on, everybody? How's it doing? I done messed up the intro of the Barz and Shotz podcast, but this is episode 170. You got myself, Flaw 700, and you got Ant the Great. What's going on, man?
What's good with it, man? How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, actually, man. Long time no potting,
Right.
and at the same time, trying to make sure we got this video up. Said we live. I don't see myself live on the Facebooks, but we'll get them next time.
Might be a little delay or something, but I'm glad to be back, man. Shout out to all the listeners if you listening out there. Happy belated Mother's Day. All that good stuff.
Oh, nah, we on the books. But anyways,
Got
how are you? How's your mental health? You already know how we start off the pod.
Yo, mental health is actually great, bro. Like for the first time in a while. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I feel good. I'm feeling good on all boxes, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like I feel good. Like, you know what I mean? I'm creeping into 40, bitch, feeling great. Get what I'm saying? Yeah.
40, be right around the corner with 40. Now you're absolutely right about
Word.
that, man. Today is officially the start of Gemini season, if that's a thing for you. Um,
Shout out to all the Geminis out there. Yo, we the most get the most rap. Like they hate us, bro. Like, we the most hated sign of the zodiac, but we the most official at the same time. I
you
mean,
know what? I don't know if we're the most hated. I think we're the most loved.
nah,
Because but look, let me break it down to why I think that, right? When it comes down to I don't hear my male friends saying or my male associates say anything negative about a Gemini. It usually comes
it's
from
women.
a
Women.
women.
Yeah.
So if women feel that way, probably coming from a place of things didn't work out the way they might have thought it should have worked out in a sense. You get what I'm saying? That's my opinion. So that's why I don't really think it's hate. It's just it could be so powerful what we bring to the table,
Hmm.
and if it comes to a point where this is not what we want to do, it really hurts. Kind of hurts more than other signs, and I just could be wrong. So I
Man,
don't.
we two faced it. They say we fickle. They say we don't know what we want. Like it's like, man, like it'd be a lot of negativeness come with Gemini. However, we some of the most intelligent people of the zodiac, some of the most creative people in the zodiac. You know what I mean? We are the best communicators of the zodiac.
Mm.
Like it's a
Drop
lot of good
them
shit
gems.
about it.
Drop them gems.
It is.
And with that being the first day of Gemini season, and this is a music podcast, amongst other things, because we are two men, two fathers, two black men. So we're going to talk about a few things. We want to say
Okay.
happy birthday to the musical geniuses that is the Notorious BIG. Rest in peace to that guy. Max B, free him, and
Ow, free nigga Val.
Havoc of Mob Deep.
Oh,
One of the
word, it's all
greatest.
3-day birthday today.
Absolutely today.
Oh
Today.
yeah.
That's it. Out the gate, fam.
Oh yeah.
Out the gate.
Greatness out the gate.
Out the gate, you got probably the greatest rapper of all time, arguably, people would say. Also, you got Max B, who kind of like revolutionized the whole side that you hear today. Probably won't get no credit for. And you
Right.
got Havoc of Mob Deep, who's one of the best producers and part of the one of the best duos of all times, man. So
He
we don't
underrated as hell. I don't think Havoc get his shine as a producer like he should. But shout out to him though. Know what I mean?
absolutely. So with that being said, we haven't potted in a while, but we back. Where do you want to start at, man? A lot has been happening. Honestly, there hasn't been no music dropping. It's been a lot of.
I was just about to ask you that, bro. What you listening to now? What are you listening to right now?
I'm still listening to the Griseldas. I'm still listening to. Um, I'm still listening to the people that got me here. Honestly, like there's no new music out that's kind of shaking the table. There's nothing out that I can say, hey, this is a new artist or this is a new sound or even some of my favorite artists have dropped projects. I think they've been okay. Like Conway the Machine, I think his last project was pretty cool. Was
Hmm.
pretty cool. Didn't shake the ground. Didn't had me throw my phone up against the wall. Just it was an okay project. So I'm surviving, and this is the benefit of streaming services now, right?
Right.
Where I can actually select anything that I want instead of going under the bed and getting, the sneaker box and finding what's ever in there. I, I remember those days.
Yo,
You
I was just cleaning out a closet. This here, some spring cleaning, bro. Found wild CDs, bro. Hella mixtapes from the past, bro. Envy,
Mhm.
Tony Touch, all that shit. So I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Yep. So with the streaming services, I get to dig into the archives and enjoy some music, because like I said, today's music is just not cutting it anymore, and I don't know what it could be. A lack of artistic freedom. Don't know. Um, it could just be about the viral moment,
Yeah.
to where it's like people don't have the patience to
It ain't
want.
the talent don't get you there no more, bro. It's like exactly what you said. It's the viral moment. Soon as you get a little song and they do a dance to it on TikTok or something, bro, or you hit a reel, you get a couple 100,000 or a couple million views, it's over. Look at Ice Spice, bro. Prime example. She is trash.
I haven't heard one record from her. I don't know.
Munch,
Munch, never. I don't think I heard that
Munch.
record.
And
I
then
don't
she on
know.
like a pop record with somebody. But my daughter hates her, yo. Like my daughter is like aspiring artist and everything, but she just not putting herself out there. So when she heard this Ice Spice chick, she just like how, like
Oh,
how?
it's funny you bring that up, because I was just scrolling through the Instagrams, and I happened to see a video of Jermaine Dupri talking about Mulatto. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't remember, she was like 15.
Lotto,
Lotto, yeah, yeah, yeah. 15, 16 on the Rap Game show that Jermaine Dupri had. He used to sign kids and turn them into
right,
stars.
right.
And they asked him, what went wrong with that situation. And he was like, yo, we put out a single. The winner gets a single produced by Jermaine Dupri. You put out that single and it didn't go nowhere. Next thing you know, Lotto pops up, body done. Don't know if she just went to the gym or she went to the doctor.
Come on
Don't
now.
know. Don't know.
She
She could
used
have
that
just had to go
advance. She used that advance, bro. They gotta recoup that, bro. They gotta come get that.
come back, body done, and her music is more grown. And
I think Jermaine Dupri is still like, cause he one of our like, you know what I'm saying, one of
yeah.
our people, you know what I'm saying, from our generation. I think he like stuck in his sound or formula that used to work for him that necessarily might not be working now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that could be true, but what I was getting at was, when you saying like, these artists are on, it's mostly women. I'm not gonna hold you. It's mostly women
Bro.
who are taking that Cardi B role. Like Nicki Minaj is like the last major pop female rapper who took their craft serious. And I think we got to start giving Nicki her flowers, in a
Yeah,
sense
I
that
agree.
she tried to hold on to something. Like, being the best meant something to Nicki. I don't hear any of that in none of their records. Like, listen, I don't mind that women want to, shake what their mama gave them, but there's nothing in their bars. Like, I never heard Meg the Stallion talk about how she better than all you hoes. I gotta hear that. I want to
She
hear that
might have not probably like on some lyrical
lyrically.
shit. Probably
Okay,
not no excuse me, probably not like I spit better than you or nothing like that. She might say I look better, I fuck better type shit, like you know what I'm saying? But you right
that's
though, like
that's what.
Rhapsody is the last one. Shout out to Rhapsody. She's the last female
Well,
I
I'm
seen in the
saying,
game. Her and
I'm,
Young and May.
I'm saying on that level. Rhapsody
Right.
never
Okay.
made it to that level. I'm
Yeah.
talking about, as you are the face of female rap. I
Hmm.
still feel like I look better and I rap better. I do everything better than y'all, and I don't like y'all. I don't want to do no features with y'all. I want to rap with Wayne. I want to rap with Drake. I want to rap with Nas. I don't want to rap with
Can't
you other
can't really say
girls.
that because she did a feature with Meg. Hot Girl Summer. Remember that?
That came later. Remember she was being criticized because she wasn't working with the
Right.
artist,
Yeah.
and
This was like, yeah, when she was killing them. Yeah.
people felt like that was it wasn't genuine when she did it, because Cardi B was coming and Cardi B was doing all these records with girls, and they was like, that's the knock on
Nikki.
Nicki, is that she doesn't reach out to other artists, women
Well,
artists.
remember 50 Cent was winning at a time when he was winning. He wasn't featuring with nobody. He was everything was in house. You get what I'm saying? When he was winning. You know what I mean? So I don't really see anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, every artist got to branch out. You get what I mean?
depends on what lens you looking out of. Because with women, it's harder because there's only like
Hmm.
one. That's the thing. When you had 50, you still had Ti. You still had everybody else doing their thing. Nelly, we
Bro, you
talked
got a
about
lot of
this.
women. You got a lot of ladies in the game right now. You got the Lotto
Right
chick.
now,
You got Doja Cat. You got Ice Spice. You got Nicki. You got Carter. You got Meg, and a whole bunch of other ones that I'm not even, mentioning right now. What's the chick that sing
yeah,
Players? Coi Leray.
yeah, yeah.
Coi, yeah, like it's a lot of them, bro. They winning right now. They
Yeah,
winning.
I was thinking the same thing, and I didn't want it to sound like hate because it's not. I think us having a conversation about more hot women rappers than male rappers is a conversation that still needs to be had, though. Hey,
But see, that's because a lot of people, a lot of guys especially, they can't say a female rapper is the best rapper. They won't say that. They'll usually be like, oh, she's the best female rapper, or who's the best female rapper. When you say who the best rapper is, a female name is not mentioned most of the time. You get what I'm saying? So I think um it's because of the content of the material. You know what I'm saying?
and this is why I spin back to Nicki Minaj. So when you got to pay homage later on, I'm sorry if we don't see it in the moment, which is just life. It ain't about a gender thing then, but it's about life. It's when you got to go back and be like, damn, you was pretty nice. Because for me, she was the last woman to try to do it all. I'm gonna look good and I'm gonna rap good. I'm gonna do
Yeah, she went
everything.
pop too. She went
And
pop
then
early
she went pop. You
out the
can't name
gate.
me like Little Kim. Besides Nicki, there was Little Kim, but I think Nicki's run was longer.
It was way longer. It was
Little
way
Kim
longer.
got
She had a
into some
whole
trouble.
decade.
Yeah, Little Kim got into some trouble. Little Kim lost big. Like Little Kim went through some things.
She had it
And
for a minute though, but that last album that the Source gave the 5 mics to, that La Belle Familia, when she went
yeah,
right before she went to jail,
yeah.
that's where it was over. Like it was because album didn't deserve 5 mics, but of course Benzino. Ain't gonna talk about that, but
What this Benzino was
he was over there. Remember, he was dating Kim at the time when she put that album out.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
she was dating him and Scott Storch around that time. You feel
I
what I'm
didn't know
saying?
that. I didn't know that. I do know
Yeah,
that Benzino is behind giving Made Men 4.5. Never going to get over that.
bro. I just watched Tommy Steen video on Vivo the other day, and I'm just like, yo, what the hell is they talking about, bro? Made men,
Never going to get over Made Men 4.5 mics in the source. Never.
bro.
It's never going to fly with me.
Yo, Benzino. Oh, I
Hey,
can't even name none of the other made men, bro.
no, I can't name any
That's what I'm
but Benzino.
saying. I can't name none of the other dudes.
So, ladies, get your money, get your bag. I'll say this though. I mean, it is what it is. But the more female rappers there is, the more shit talking they're gonna do to men, and
I'm saying,
it's gonna be the
bro.
conversation.
Nobody don't want to hear that auto tune rap niggas is talking about they ops all day and
Terrible,
swerve. Like
terrible,
nobody want to hear that shit all day,
terrible.
man. Like I want to get back to the bars. Like
Actual factual. It's terrible. It's terrible. Uh, I want to touch on something real quick, man.
let's get it.
It's the Notorious BIG birthday.
All
Two
right.
things I want to talk about since we've been gone. It's been brought to my attention as to why I didn't catch to this. They're trying to break down to I Shot You, right? I don't know if you've been watching the
Who
Notorious
shot
B.I.G.
you?
Who Shot You from B.I.G., right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you've been breaking down, I mean, watching these videos, these
I
episodes.
watched episode one. I watched episode one. Life After Death, the joint
Yeah,
Angie
like
Moore
that.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched one of them. That was the first one.
So everybody, like, we're blinded by the fact that Biggie and Puff released this record, Who Shot You? I'm sorry, Who Shot You?
Hmm.
After Tupac was shot. And everybody kept saying, why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? It's about Pac. It's about Pac.
Why not? The record was fire.
Right. Well, that's Puffy and Biggie's
The record was fire, bro.
and what is keeps getting shoved under the table was that beat on Who Shot You was for like Mary J. Blige, Keith Murray, Biggie, and LL. So
All of them together on the track.
yeah, the there's a skit on Mary J. Blige's album where Keith Murray is rapping over the beat.
Okay.
So I don't know if Mary J. Blige is supposed to do the hook or something, but yeah, Keith Murray is already on the record.
I'm
LL
not
was
here for that.
writing to the record.
I'm not here for that. I'm good.
Oh, He's on it. Go to the Mary J. Blige album, and you can hear. You know how the skits be you in your car, and you can hear a song
Mhm.
playing in the background. You can hear Keith Murray
Yeah.
rapping over the beat.
Nah, I think I'm good. I don't want to hear L
It's
on
Keith
that.
Murray. LL was writing to it, and Big got on it later on. I do not know if this was some trio magic that Puffy was working on. I just know how it worked out was Biggie is on the record by himself. So allegedly,
Cause bro, the beat too fire, bro. That
Keith
should be
Murray
too
on it
raw.
first. Keith Murray
So,
gonna say it.
and never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Keith Murray
That
was
shit.
that guy back in the
He
day.
was alright, bro. I wasn't a fan. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't a fan. Like I like the Def Squad, but I wasn't a fan.
Keith Murray is that guy that you listen to later on in life and go, "What the hell?" Pops from House Party voice. What the hell? What is
So
that?
okay, so
Let me
Puffy
go
and
figure
them, it was supposed to be Mary, Keith Murray, L, and Big on the joint, but Big ended up only being on it.
Yeah, some way, somehow. And
That's Puffy.
LL was actually in the studio when Big was writing. Well, Big don't write. So somebody from Big's camp, and this is part of this 4 or 5 part series you got going on, said that
Hmm.
when Big said old school, new school
New
need to
school need
learn
to
though,
know, though. I burn,
he
baby.
said
Damn.
he was taking shots at LL. So when he said he asked Big about it, Big just happened to laugh. If that don't make sense, LL response does. LL's verse makes more sense because then I had to sit there and think about it.
You heard the track with
No,
L on it?
no. I shot you. The
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
listen to what LL says.
Hmm.
Listen to this verse. So here you are. You just found out that subliminally, because this is how they did it back in the early 90s,
Yeah,
Big took shots at L.
okay.
Rappers know when somebody taking shots at them. Because I'm right there in the studio when you talking about some old school, new school. We talking to me. L starts his verse off. What the I thought I conquered the world, crushed Modi, Hammer, and Ice T's girls, but still, rappers want to instigate ish. I battle anybody in the rap game quick. Who's he talking about? Still, rap. It makes sense now when you
Yeah,
listen. Think
yeah.
about it now.
Now you're right. I can
I
see
make,
it. I can see
I
that.
make a song called "Who Shot You." I make one called "I Shot
Yeah, yeah. That's petty. That's petty.
You."
That's
We just
petty.
so glad the fact that Pop took the song. No, he's talking about me, and we all ran with it. Meanwhile, Big
He
and
talking
LL
about
having
L.
this battle, and
We ain't
nobody
even know.
didn't even know.
We ain't even know. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, listen, I told y'all a billion times I ain't talking about Pac, but you're talking about somebody,
I'm
and you're
talking
talking.
about L. I'm glad. Listen, man. Listen, I'm here for it, man. Like Big,
Hell, man.
like Big can rap, man. I think he could hold his own against anybody in the rap game. Even with those 2 albums and features that we got, I feel like he got the skill enough to go against anybody in the game, bro. Like, you feel me? So
Mhm.
that would have been a dope battle if it would have been a real battle. It would have been really dope. But you know, I stopped listening to L after what was that song, bro? We hate on him for Flavor in Your Ear
It's bro.
remix.
Oh,
Flavor
is
in Your
she?
Ear remix. I
Oh,
stopped listening to L for a while. You know what I'm saying? Even when Who Do You Love and all that was out, I was dancing to it at the Y parties and all that, but I didn't buy that tape though. Get what I'm saying? So I didn't really, you know what I mean?
yeah. So once again, it's big birthday. Shout out to the Notorious BIG. So I wanted to,
Mm.
come back to this, and the topic at hand is Mr. Timbaland, the producer extraordinaire, is kind of too happy with this AI technology.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Timberland released a record, probably through social media. I don't know if it's on
Yeah, it
the
was on Instagram.
yes, it's not on no platform. It's not on Spotify, nothing like that. But he could not wait to get an AI type Biggie voice. It's no longer such and such type beat. Is voice Biggie type voice and produce a record because this is something that he always wanted to do. And he was pretty hyped, jamming, on Instagram, wanting everybody to feel what he was feeling. But I don't think that people really wanted to tell Timbo this ain't it, except for Guru,
Yeah,
Jay-Z's, one of Jay-Z's right hand man, one of his like engineers, one of his A and R's.
A&Rs, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wanted to tell Timbaland that this ain't it, and he definitely does not like the way things are going because Guru got caught up in something as well when this mysterious Jay-Z song, Jay-Z and somebody else came out, and Guru was like, "Yo, this is spooky. We
That was
can't be
AI
doing this."
too.
It was
Yeah, that
AI
was
too.
AI
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not cool with the Jay-Z part, I'm definitely not cool with the Big part. But Timbo, I don't know what it is. But let me ask you though, you a producer, you a writer,
Hmm.
and there's an artist you just never got a chance to work with.
Right.
Are you
Right.
taking the opportunity?
I mean, for my own personal satisfaction, I would, but that's not something I would release to the public because I don't want to tarnish. Like if I was in Timberland spot, I would have just kept that to myself and just played that around certain people and shit, and not put that to the public because I don't want to tarnish his legacy or nothing. I don't want to put no trash out. You know what I'm saying? Under
Mhm.
big name, it ain't even big. Like you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
wouldn't, I wouldn't want to do that, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Look at the conversation. Yeah, but that ain't even big. It's not even big.
I wouldn't want to do it now. I understand why he did it, you know what I'm saying, why he was psyched about it, but I personally wouldn't have let the world hear it. That would have been something for me in my
Mhm.
vault, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if I would have passed or something, we put that out, you know what I mean? But nah.
He's making this more difficult than what it is. Why can't he just take vocals already laid and just produce a beat for it, right? Isn't that what Puffy did on Born Again,
Born
right?
Again, yeah.
Like taking
Biggie
verses,
duets.
Biggie
The
duets. I'm
Biggie
gonna take
because
verses.
because I guess he wrote the lyrics that he wanted Big to say, like Big to sound dope saying this. You know what I'm saying? And then probably typed it in the shit or something. You
Well,
know what
then
I'm
he's
saying?
creating. He's creating more of a fantasy world if he thinks that he was going to write Biggie's rhymes or, try to control something that Big was saying. I don't think that that was the case. Now, Puffy might have cut the rough edges off, but he couldn't determine what Big would say. If
Right.
Timberlake is trying to hold ultimate creative control, he's being delusional. All he
Yeah,
has
because I
to
don't
do is take verses that Biggie's already got and
because
just
the
create.
shit don't even it don't even sound like Big, like his rap patterns, his cadence, like how he flow on the beat. It don't sound like him at all. It just sound like his voice. You know what I'm saying? So you can't duplicate that part. You know what I mean? Like so it's a fail, Tim. It's gonna be an F for me, bro. A no for me. I'm good.
I'm glad
All
he
these
did.
AI shit. Did you hear the Michael Jackson one?
Terrible.
Bro, that I don't get it. Doing C murder for my niggas
Terrible.
down for my niggas. Hey yo, they getting out of hand with this, bro. Like I'm not here for it at all, bro. I'm just I think hip hop is dying. I think it's dying like Nas said, bro. He if he don't resurrect it with a King's Disease 4 or 5, bro, or
Yeah,
Hove don't come with that. So we need more. We need some material, bro. It's dry out here, bro.
there's nothing they can do because no matter how fire the King diseases are, it's still like, okay, we heard it, give us more. Like we are all
Right,
hypnotized into wanting something else. Like this guy put out
right.
four was
Four
three,
albums,
three
four
King
albums,
disease
three King Disease and
and
Magic.
one magic, and yet we still like, nah, drop some more. This
We
guy
need
just gave
another one,
us
Nas.
four hot albums. So at the same time, I don't know, but I'm glad Timberland did let us know what he was doing so we could tell him to shut it down. Because had he would have kept it to himself, he probably would have been creating all these records, and then
And did the
eventually,
whole album like that, like with all dead artists and some shit, like
yeah,
Jimi Hendrix on the record and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm
man,
saying?
somebody listen, somebody right now is trying to whip up a Prince Michael Jackson record. They are,
Oh my god, I'm
they
so
are.
good off that, bro. I'm good. We probably gonna hear it too, bro. Like I'm good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Tim and Swiss real quick, you know what I'm saying? I know that everybody probably heard it, but they said Swiss was on the Breakfast Club and he was on something else. Ebro talking about he about to bring verses back and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be better than ever. They own it, you know what I'm saying? Um and all this other stuff, right? But Vanity, the magazine Vanity.com reported that bitch Triller owns verses, right? So they saying versus is going to be the best it's ever been. All this other stuff. They put out a whole bunch of hypotheticals of artists who going in that ring. What you think about that, Bree?
I think that what it was for me was the best, and I think that what we saw was the best. I don't think you can duplicate that energy. I
Right.
like the IG when it was clear. I like the IG energy. I like Gucci versus Jeezy energy. I like Dipset versus Locks energy. Like there's some energy that I don't think they'll be able to match. But I do think what they're going to do is kind of like Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, which is supposed to be the first one up. It's not like because the energy is, well, we're outside. Well, yeah, we're going to have a real show, but it's going to be presented by Versus in a sense to where you can have these artists link up to do a show, but do
Yeah.
Versus style. So this way, you kind of get the Versus energy, but it's also still a show.
So
Because if you had to pick between doing a show or doing a Versus, what are we all going to pick? If
we
you're
on
an
the
artist,
show.
I'm gonna do
We
my
going with
show.
the show. Yeah.
But if we can incorporate Versus with the show, bring more money, and just have more fun, I
More
think
eyes to it. Yeah. So speaking of that battle, I really don't think it's gonna happen. Um, I think it's all because bro, like I think Jermaine Dupri and them can't figure out what the battle is gonna be. Like he wants a songwriting battle. Diddy all about the hits. You feel what I'm saying? He got a whole bag that Jermaine can't like. It's not fair, bro. It's not
well,
fair.
I
They
think
got to do it in LA or Miami or somewhere neutral.
no,
Like
they're doing it in New York. They're doing it at the Garden. They already said
that's not fair. That's not fair, bro. That is not why he would Jermaine Dupri agree to that is crazy to me. The
Listen, let
crap
me tell
like
you something about Jermaine Dupri, though, right? A lot of his biggest hits have been kind of like neutral. Like he has to keep telling us he's from Atlanta. Like Jermaine Dupri
I
doesn't
get that, bro.
really. Jermaine Dupri doesn't give us Atlanta vibes unless he keeps telling you he's from Atlanta.
I get that.
He doesn't talk like Ludacris. He doesn't talk like Ti. He
He
doesn't
don't
talk like
have a southern. He doesn't have that
you
southern
got
drawl.
it. And
He
his
don't
biggest
look
hit,
country. It's
you
like
don't
I
look
got you.
his
Yeah.
biggest hits is Bow Wow, Mariah Carey, Usher. Nothing about screams the Dirty South. So I mean, he
I mean,
tried to burn
he got never scared. He got franchise boys. You know what
cool.
I'm saying?
Don't bring none of that.
He got his little compilation record he did and shit like that for Young Fly and Flashy or whatever that shit is. But what I'm saying is, bro, I don't think this is gonna go down. Number one, it's going if they do it in the garden, they got to do it in the real garden, bro. Like I don't think Puff gonna do it in that Hulu theater that the Locks and them did it in. It's Puffy. He a
Yeah,
billionaire. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to do it in the big garden, in the state actual arena. Then they in New York City, bro. Diddy already got the advantage. He already gonna have a crowd. They're gonna be psyched because it's New York. And then on top of that, bro, he's got big. His whole hip hop catalog is crushing Jermaine Dupri catalog. Not even the R&B. I'm talking about the hip hop catalog. We can do R&B all night, bro. Diddy can do that shit too. But when you get to them hip hop records, bro, it's not a fair fight. The fight is fixed.
I'm with you as to confused as to what Jermaine Dupri, and I'm not saying that this East Coast bias.
It's
It's
not a
not.
bias, bro. It's not because he got records too, though, bro. But when he play Who Shot You, when he played Biggie Who Shot You in there, what is Jermaine gonna play? Bounce with me,
Confessions.
bitch, warm it up, Chris. Like what are you gonna play, bro? Like all the most livest record he gonna play in there that New York is gonna vibe to, bro, is Money Ain't a Thing, bro. That's gonna get the biggest response for him, bro.
That
That's
age
it.
well, but did that age well? I don't. Money and a thing is not really.
I'm just saying, if it's Diddy in there, bro, Diddy got he and our, know what I mean, our people gonna be in there to go see him. In our age, our generation, they gonna go see him and Jermaine Dupri. They was both outside in the same years. You get what I'm saying? So
So
they
with
are our generation.
so with
Ain't gonna
that
be no
being
kids
said,
in the 20s gonna be there.
I can't wait for Jermaine Dupri to prove us wrong because that's really where we at right now. With I have no idea. I'm like you. I have no idea what Jermaine Dupri is going to pull. Because I think that the R&B bag, the hip hop bag, Diddy might not. I think Jermaine Dupri's R&B records might have charted better,
Because
but
yeah,
the
it's
impact,
Mariah.
but the
Yeah.
impact in our community, like if a hot Mariah Carey record comes on, but that total remix comes on, it's the same energy in
You
the
get what I'm
hood.
saying? It's the same energy. And
Where
we
we
gonna
from,
fuck with the total record. We gonna fuck with the Can't You See record over We Belong Together. You get what I'm saying?
right?
Kissing You
Because
versus, I mean,
when you
like,
when you think about the charts, right? When you become number one, is obviously you've crossed over to an audience outside of the urban community, right? When you
correct,
get that big. But then
correct.
when you throw a versus and it's catering to the urban community, and you might go, well, I got bigger records. How big were they in the urban community? Right? Because like I said, if I got 112, Puffy, Biggie and Mace, You
You
know what I'm
get what I'm
saying?
saying? Only
I
you
got
reap it.
Cupid.
Come on, man.
I
Come
got
on, man.
Cupid. I got Cupid 112, and you
Come
got
on,
something
man.
from
We're not
Mariah
even talking about the
Carey.
first two Mary records. We ain't even bring them up, especially at My Life record. We ain't even talk about that yet. We didn't even talk about the Jodeci records, bro. We didn't even talk about Carl Thomas records, bro. Like, come on. Like, it's not a
Chart,
fair fight, bro.
chart wise, Mariah Carey is the queen goat. I get that. But if you put Real Love on, we just remember where we were.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
I can.
play like I don't want to hear no Criss Cross records in there, bro. Like I don't. Like I don't want to hear Bow Wow records in no verses, bro. We saw that already. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like I'm good. Like
they got to do this versus because I'm really interested into seeing who Jermaine Dupri has, bro.
this
I really
can't be a regular verses though. This gonna have to be a like they gonna have to do it like how the Locks and Dips did it. Like they do 3 songs, then you get to do 2 or 3 songs. Like because it's too many records, bro. It's too many records, and Puff Bag is I know I might sound crazy, East Coast bias or whatever, but I'm riding with Puff on this one, bro. He got too much, bro. Too much, man. And it
so
ain't it's in the garden. Like, nah, bro.
speaking of Puff and Jermaine Dupri, let's keep it on the producer bag,
You
right?
know he gonna be on 1,000 in there, bro.
Right. Because even if he lose, he ain't losing. He's not
He gonna
losing.
be on bro. Come on, bro. Like, nah, bro. It's not fair. Like,
But let's stay on the producer bag, right? The 50 greatest hip hop beats of all time. Let's talk about it. Now I don't know if we want to go through
they
all 50.
put out a list. Just put the who put the list together?
Who put this list together? I don't know who did this, man. Honestly, I don't know if it's Rap
You just saw
Caviar.
it. Okay.
Yeah, but it's on
So
Instagram, and it's
in
official because a lot of people have been talking about it.
in my mind, I know uh Dr. Dre probably top the list. I ain't even seen the list, but in my mind, he got to top the list, bro. I don't think nobody got a bigger hip hop record than him.
All right, I'm not going to go through the entire 50 because if you out the top 10, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I can tell you who
Right.
50 is, and it's just what I can tell you
Who?
who the
What's the
30th.
50th? What's the 50th?
Chief Keef featuring Little Reese. I don't like.
That's
Uh,
that shit I don't
yeah,
like. Okay,
yeah, I
yeah,
don't
that
like.
damn, that made the top 50. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
What
this is the thing about beats, though, right? It's right. I agree with you. Does that beat make top 50 without lyrics on it? You get what I'm saying?
like it go hard, like,
But is it
but
top 50
I
without?
skipped that song though. But I skipped that song. So
Is it top 50 without the concept and the lyrics?
right, like
I
I
don't think
mean,
so.
it go hard though, bro. It is hard though. Pause. Like what's number 10?
Number 10. Oh, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Number 10, Missy Elliott. Get your freak on. I can
Yeah,
see.
I'm
I'm
here for
not
that.
mad at
Yeah,
that at all.
I'm here for that. Yeah.
Number 9, Sicko Mode. Travis Scott, Drake.
Nah, bro. Nah. Go
Number
ahead.
8, Still Tipping. Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug.
That made the top 10? Damn.
Number 7, which I'm pretty sure is definitely in everybody's top 10 if you got a post. All About the Benjamins, Puffy and the Family.
Yeah. That's definitely top 10. Absolutely.
Number 6,
Quiet Storm.
Power, Kanye West.
First of all, I am so mad at that, yo.
I think they
Out of
are
all the
afraid.
Kanye joints, they picked that one.
I think they're
Nah.
afraid of having it. Well, you're right about that, but I would say I think they're afraid of having a top 10 without him in it, where it's going to be a problem. I don't know.
I just I respect him being there, but I just think they picked the wrong record though, bro. I mean,
Number 5, a Millie, Lil Wayne. Not mad at that. Not maybe at the spot, but top 10.
I'm happy it's there, but I top 5?
As
Damn.
many people wanted to freestyle off of it, and for this to be his biggest album, sell
Mhm.
wise, a Millie was the one that
I mean, that shit is simple as hell though. It's regular as hell. Like it ain't a lot. It's not a lot to it. It
I
seemed
agree
like
with you.
it sounded like somebody made that shit in like 15 minutes and sent it to him. Like
I agree with you. And so this is another record that if he's not rapping on it, is it even top 50?
it go hard though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Them drums bring it, and then the breakdown and shit with the it go hard. But top
Number
5?
4. Number 4.
Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm.
Speaking of the devil, who shot you? Notorious
Who
B.I.G.
shot you? Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Mm-mm.
I'm not mad at that.
Number 3,
Quiet Storm.
grinding. You know what I keep in the line
Oh
and
yeah. I can see that. That's hard. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Quiet Storm number two.
Mob Deep number 2.
Quiet Storm.
Shook Ones 2.
Shook ones. All right. Yeah. Have. And then
Has to be
Doctor.
top
And
10.
then Dr. Dre is probably nothing but a G thing. Probably G
Number 1,
thing. G
Dr.
thing.
Dre. Still Dre.
Still Dre.
Still Dre.
Still Dre. Damn.
So
I
is
would
that a
have picked.
Scott Storch?
No, I mean, Scotch did the keys. Scott did the keys. Dre did the drums. Mike Elizondo did the bass, and then Dre mixed it. You know what I'm
So
saying? That was
it's
a collaboration.
a group effort, but yeah, still Dre
Yeah,
is.
but he get the credit,
I'm not mad at
bro.
that because
But if you
that beat
but if you
is
take
hard alone.
if you take Scott Storch off of that record, though, if you take them keys off that record, bro, that shit regular as hell. Like, but I'm mad at it. I feel like G thing should have been number one for me. If you gonna pick a Dr. Dre record, bro, G thing. Now,
G Thing
man,
came in at number 11.
bitch, Dre Day, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let
Cream,
it
Cream number 12.
cream on there. Did I know Quiet Storm made it, right?
Let me search.
I'm
Still
trying to think.
can't
Did
Still
uh
find it.
did any Manny Fresh joints make it? Did back I know back that ass up made it. I know
Juvenile
that's on
High.
there.
Juvenile High. No,
Oh,
back that thing up. Nope.
what?
High is on there though.
How you don't put back that ass up on there, bro?
C
Damn, I'm
Murders.
mad at this
C
list.
Murder. Down for my niggas made it.
Yeah,
Had to.
you got to put that on there. You got to put that on there. Any
BMF.
any any Neptunes joints on there? Drop it
Yeah.
like it's hot. You said grinding. Yeah, you said grinding.
Yep. So grinding's on there.
Any Rough Riders Anthem on there? I know that's on there.
Yep. 36.
I'm trying to think anybody who may. I'm trying to think of somebody who may not we might be overlooking. Any JD tracks on there? any
You ready
JD?
to play?
Yeah, any JD joints on there?
I highly doubt that. Let me take another look. Let me look carefully. It's Jermaine Dupri.
Hating Your Blood kind of went hard with him kissing Freeway. That went hard, but I don't know if that is enough to make it. Money Ain't a Thing, probably.
No Jermaine Dupri
Mm,
whatsoever.
mm, 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 mm. That's a
Um,
shame.
but a Dr. Dre assisted beat coming in at number 1 doesn't shock any of us. Still
It's not gonna
DRE
say.
is a hard record. Still DRE is one of those records that when it comes on by itself,
You
it's a
don't. You
hard
gonna
record.
stop. You
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
stop.
hard record. There are
Everybody loved that record.
some records on here that if the rapper wasn't on top of it, you probably be like, huh?
Is
I don't
Regulate on there, bro?
know.
Regulate got to be on there, bro. Like, come on, man. How you don't have Regulate on there?
Busta Rhymes, put your hands where my
Hands,
eyes can
but
see.
see,
No
but
brainer.
see, they kept it 90s, and there ain't no 80s joints on there, is it? They
Yeah,
kept it
yeah.
90s. Oh, it
Grandmaster
is.
Flash and the Furious. The message is
The
on there.
message. Oh yeah, I'm about to say, yeah. The message got to be on there. They still sampling that to this day.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? 30 years later? 40
Yep.
years later?
50, like
Yeah,
40 or 40, I would say hip hop
40
is 50.
years.
And
No, I'm
whenever
talking
the
about the
message came
message
out,
came out in the 80s though. Like
okay, so
that was like
yeah.
84, 85. Them
Damn
niggas
near,
looked
damn
hurt.
near 40.
Yeah, them
Damn near
niggas looked
40.
hurt in that video, bro. That shit was crazy, yo. Like, yo,
Yep.
them niggas looked hurt.
So I mean, they're going to keep coming out with these lists. I think that the beat is hard. It's probably the hardest, man, because once you throw the right rapper on there, the right concept, it'll kind of bring the beat to life because you got to understand most of these beats was passed over on. Like, no, I don't want that. Give it to somebody else.
Because they don't see the vision. They don't like how D12 passed on in the club. I have no clue, bro.
You get what
Like
I'm saying?
how that don't I don't get that, bro. That go hard without nobody on it,
I
bro.
mean, I can understand if you not having no energy for it. If you D12 and you hear in the club, how can you sound stupid on it? Honestly.
That's what I'm saying. How could anybody could be 50 Cent with that record, bro?
No,
Like,
no. I think we talking about the same thing.
mm-hmm.
No, I think we're talking about different things.
Okay.
D12 is goofy rap. So if
Oh,
you
I see what you said. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hear in
yeah.
the club, it's hard, but how can I act stupid
How
on it?
can I say some silly
How
shit
can I
on this record? Yeah, yeah,
I can't get silly on this record pass. I need
yeah. That
something
shit.
I can just say something dumb on.
Yeah, them niggas is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
wasn't. I was tucking that, bro. That's
For a
crazy,
rainy day
bro. They
until I
said
figure it out.
Dre said 50 came in. Every record that he played for him, he did right then and there on the spot. Every Dre record you heard on Get Rich, when 50 was in the studio with him, he did right there on the spot when he
It's not
played it
what I.
for him.
It's not what I heard.
He said he did. It was over 4 days though. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't like, you know what I mean, take it home and had to. You know what I mean,
Oh,
like
50 did it.
50, yeah. When
Oh,
50
okay,
got
yeah,
in
yeah,
the studio with Dre, when he started playing them records, he just did them right then and there. Like, you know
I
what I
thought
mean,
you were saying
that's what's missing now. That's what I feel like is missing now. Like collaborations in the studio with the artist that you featuring on your joint or something like that. And Kiss talked about that on Drink Champs a couple weeks ago and shit. That is definitely what's missing in hip hop, bro. Like all this sending files, email, not knowing what the person energy is, like that's missing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you can hear it.
yeah, yep. Um, so since we've been gone, it's been a lot of issues that's been happening, not only in hip hop but in the
Oh
NBA.
shit. Oh man. LeBron
Mr.
about to get
Ja,
swept. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. Mr. JaMorant has been tooting and booting. Can't put the Yola down. Can't put the strap down. And for the second time, he's been caught with a hammer just riding around the music. I mean, when
Okay.
you're 21, 22, and that's really all music is about. It's like a
Riding around, getting
it's
lit.
like fashion. Yeah, it's like
Mm-hmm.
fashion. A gun is like fashion now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And John Morant is basically looking at a lengthy suspension.
I don't get it, man.
Hip hop
I,
has come. Okay, well, before you tell me what you don't get, let me tell you that a lot of the rappers have come to his defense
mm-hmm.
by saying, "What do you want a young boy to do? All he listens to is this. What do you think he's supposed to do? He didn't hurt nobody. He didn't shoot nobody.
Right, right. But what he supposed to do is crazy. That's crazy. Like, is you supposed to not ride around with guns if you NBA star, number one.
Yeah,
Obviously. You know what I mean? He has to
yeah,
be held accountable for that, right?
yeah,
However, he in Tennessee, right? Tennessee is a state where you can have a weapon concealed or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He didn't break the law. He didn't wave and brandish that shit at nobody in the streets or anything like that. His man, he should be getting pistol whipped with the strap right now for even taping him after that. Like, what are you doing? Like, you
right.
know what's on me? What are you doing, bro? Like, he should be getting smacked up. But all this they trying to condemn him and coming down on him like he a criminal or something, and he hasn't broken no laws, bro. He has not broken a law. Like I mean, I get he broke the policy and standards of conduct with the NBA and all that shit, but he hasn't broken the law. So why are we treating him like a criminal right now?
I agree with that, but I'll also say that when you work for somebody and they have rules, even if you don't agree with it, you got a choice: collect this $200 million bag and
Y-
some,
Yeah,
or
which he crazy for, but he young boy, bro. He our kids age, bro. Like, get what I'm saying? So he gonna make stupid mistakes. He gonna make young people mistakes, right? However, we got to really talk about the climate in which we live in now. Listen, man, I've been working since I was 15 years old, bro. Literally 15 in the 90s, right? It wasn't until just recently, maybe a few years ago, maybe a little longer, to where what you say on social media or how you act outside the job can get you fired now. You get what I'm saying? Like I can get into an argument with somebody at Chickies and Pete's tonight, bro, that work for my company. And if they go to HR on Monday, I can get in trouble for that shit, yo. That's what we live. That's the climate that we live in now. Like we getting held accountable outside of work. What I do outside of work is my business. It has no reflection on this company. It's what I do. And we need to get past that part of it. This cancel, this I don't understand that, bro. Like that
and
bothers me.
we also got to keep in mind that we also got to keep in mind that the temptation is never easy. So they
Yeah.
caught him the first time, and he goes, "I'll never do that again." And we've all said that before, and we've all went back to that thing that
Doing
keeps
it again.
calling our name, doing it
Hmm.
again because it keeps calling us. I believe, allegedly, air quotes, he went to therapy
For
for a
96
few.
hours.
Yeah,
96 hours. Yeah.
and they expect that to be the cure all, right?
Like what do you need therapy for if you just holding I don't understand that. What does he need therapy for? What does he need rehab
Oh,
for?
then the first instant he allegedly he threatened a kid with a gun.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's the
Hey,
I understand. Yeah, I get that.
over the summer, over the summer, allegedly, some young kid in a basketball game, a pickup game, it was told that he allegedly threatened somebody with the gun, and I think he got caught on IG Live with the gun. So it was a lot. It was like you threatened somebody with it, and you caught.
And you got it on you, and he probably was talking hella shit like bitch. Yeah, yeah. So I get that part. He went to his little rehab therapy for 96 hours and came back. I never do that again.
It
And
takes
got
more than 96 hours.
right, but he got reinstated after that, right? And
That's the
then
NBA's fault. Yeah,
when they got put out the playoffs and shit or whatever, he do this shit, right? He in Instagram live, and it was only a brief clip. You can't even barely see it unless you pause the shit. But he did it, right? So now they trying to suspend him for half a season,
they don't know
right?
you. They
They
don't
were
know.
saying like I was watching First Take, and the dude with the crazy colored jacket on, whatever his name is, he was coming crazy like, yeah, he should be gone for half the season, and he need 30 days in rehab, and this and that. You a role model? Man, this man is 20 something. He 20 years old, bro. Like he gonna make stupid 20-year-old mistakes, bro. We did a lot of crazy shit when we was 20.
Is guns a problem in this country or is it not? Like I don't understand.
Guns are a problem. They're saying guns are a problem because of the mass shootings in this country, right?
But
However,
they won't.
that man wasn't brandishing no, he wasn't like waving it at nobody. He waved it at the camera. You barely seen the shit. He didn't like, it wasn't like he was waving it out the window acting crazy or he got caught with it or something. He just showed it on camera, like, and it might be registered to him. So
Yeah,
what are we talking about? Like, I don't get it. Like,
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, though, I mean, if he want to retire today and go enjoy his life, he can do that. But for me,
did they
and
give
like I
him
said,
that 200 mil or he was about to get that?
no, but he's signed. He's made a lot of money, but
Mm-hmm.
the money that he can, him being so young, the money he can
Mm-hmm.
make in the next 10 years is probably
He can
half
get probably like two
half a
more
billion.
maxes. Probably
Exactly,
two more maxes or something. Yeah, if
exactly.
he
Like
playing
the
good,
money,
yeah.
and that's just basketball.
Right.
Like
Endorsement. He not gonna get endorsements.
Nike done pulled his sneaker. That's money gone.
Bro, that's crazy, man.
He
Like I
probably
don't
you talking about like a Gatorade. There's so many beverages that he could have had that's gone. And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying you gotta think about these things. Here's my thing, right? Real quick. As far as the young man who had the live up where JaMorant was driving in the car, Instagram live. It is what it is. It's what the
right.
kids do. It's
Right.
what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Can't I will lose energy trying to figure out why the first thing we do is I'm about to dance and I got a gun. IG
Bro,
live.
we would have been doing IG live too if we would have
I
been
know.
that age, bro. If they'd had
I
it in
got
our
you.
age, we would have doing it. So I can understand it. I understand what he was doing and what they were doing,
Got you.
right?
But
But
here's what
he should have been on point though. Like,
that's okay. So here's my point, right? And just to piggyback off what you're saying, if I'm JaMorant and I'm worth $200 million, all y'all need to follow me, get under my wing.
first of all, I'm not even having no strap on me, bro. Like, what for what?
Well, okay, but it's JaMorant. He can't help himself.
I get it.
So
I get it. He young boy. I get
he
it. He
can't
probably
help
get
himself.
tested. I get it. I understand it, bro. And niggas ain't fighting no more, bro. So I totally get it. However, I'm the bag.
That's my
I'm
point.
the product.
I'm the
I'm
bag.
the one. Me. I'm the sensei. Bitch, protect me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and somebody he got a whole dad, bro. He got a whole dad. What's up, Mr. Morant?
Some people are afraid of being kicked out of the bag movement. If you
Bro.
like that only has to be it. If I
Yeah.
say something to my son,
It's
hey
over.
son,
He cutting me off.
you
Listen,
cut me
man.
off.
At some point, man, you got to be a man, bro. There's no way. I don't give a damn. Listen, my son, a whole soccer star at 6 years old. Oh yeah, real quick. He just scored 7 goals in 3 games. That's how nasty he is. But
Mm,
anyway, bitch, if when he get to that age and he get starting to get a Nike bag and all that, and he's got strapped. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I'm so happy about that, bro. I'm not there. Super happy. Feel me? But if he get to that age where he worth a bag, bro, but he out here moving reckless. I'm gonna tell him about himself as his father. I have no choice but to, bro. Like this,
well,
fuck that bag, bro. I'm gonna make sure I did everything in my power to make sure I raised you the right way. You never stop raising your kids, bro. I don't care how old they are, bro.
how old you are.
And that's what a lot of parents fail to realize, bro.
Let's
Parenthood never stops,
did Papa Morant turn his back? Because
bro.
this is
He
not
ain't
something
give a
that
fuck.
this is not something that just happened overnight.
Right, right.
So at the end of the day, did he turn his back because he was doing good in
Man,
basketball
he probably bought
activities?
he probably bought his pops a range, little rollie or something, bro, and just like, but and come on, man. We know our children, bro. We are parents. We know what our kids are into. There's no way you can't tell me that his father didn't know what type of boy he done that he raised. You get what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So somebody should have been the voice of wisdom in this young man's ear, bro. His father failed him. His
Mm.
father failed him, bro. I blame that on his father. I know he's responsible for his own actions as a man, but I swear to God, bro, I feel like it's his father's fault too, bro. His father got to take some of that responsibility.
Yep. No.
What did he do to help guide him into not doing that shit? You worth damn near 200. What are you doing? Like,
And
what are
that's
you
early.
doing?
That's early. Like
You young
you still
boy
got to put
still.
another 10 years.
Bro, you was the whole face of the Tennessee, bro. I never even liked Memphis.
Nobody did,
You
and now all of a sudden, like we
know what
want
I'm
to watch
saying?
Memphis Grizzly. I didn't even like Memphis when Iverson went there. I
Right,
still didn't watch it. Now
right.
I want to watch a little Memphis Grizzlies, and it is what it is, man.
So
Um,
I blame his father, and those fathers they coming, but he
this
gets
is
all the
never
lead
going to
bars.
stop because the option that some people say is, well, stop giving these young kids money. No, you can't do that. You can't stop giving these young
Can't
kids
nah, you
money.
can't
Oh, well, he's 21, 22, 23, and you give him 200 million. What are you supposed to do? Figure it out. Because
figure it
we
out
gotta we
exactly.
gotta secure the bag because we can't be bad examples. We become rich and we still are just fumbling the bag because we're young. It'll be a reason for them to take it from us. So they're saying like the United States of America, the world is saying it's so easy to become a millionaire today. We're going to give it to you, but we're still going to be ignorant enough to lose it. Now it's on us.
But they give it to you with stipulations though, bro. So it's like they not just giving it to you. You gotta be like what he just did. He held a gun. Like I said, we don't know what's going on with the gun, right? But he held the gun again after holding it once again, and he didn't hurt nobody. He didn't do anything. He didn't hold it to his head. He didn't threaten anybody. He just held it, and you barely even saw the shit. But now he gets everything taken away from him because of that. Like I don't get that part, yo. I don't understand that part. So
Mm-hmm.
just saying with Kanye, people didn't agree with some of the things he said, whether it may be truth to it or not. I'm not gonna sit here and repeat it, but like I said, but now he gets a whole bag taken away from him because people don't agree with he's saying. Like, come on, man. Like, and it's evident. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, no.
I'm just saying.
I was
I don't
watching.
appreciate that.
I was watching. I was watching Air. It's the Michael Jordan movie. You saw that?
Yeah, I watched that.
Pretty
That was
dope
pretty good.
movie, right?
Yeah.
And they broke it down as to Adidas, Adolf,
Yeah.
Hitler, family
Yeah.
tree. Yet Adidas is the one. Oh, we don't want to deal with Kanye because of this, that, and the third.
Like, come on, bro.
We got to stop giving our energy to people or companies that don't have our best interests, right? Because they'd be the first ones to stand up for what they believe in. Now, like I said, I'm not going to repeat what Wes was saying because a lot of crazy stuff and the stuff he was saying, especially
But
about
that's
Ukraine.
something.
But
But that's what he believed in, bro. Like, and you can't condemn nobody for what they believe in. That man didn't pull those facts out of his behind. There's that it's evidence. You can go research some of the things that he was saying, whether you agree with it or not, bro. Like,
yeah, but
so,
what I'm saying is when you team up with companies who don't have your best at heart, they'll be quick to cut you away.
but he should have known better, though. He should have known better.
That's the
But
same thing with JaMorant. It's just like
mental illness is
regardless,
real. You know what I mean, we
that
don't.
man damn near 40, 50. He still
You know,
ain't earned.
well, I mean, he done dealt with a lot though, so I can't. He don't get no pass if or whatever. But like I said, his situation and Ja Morant is kind of like apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same because they getting shit taken away from them. But you know, Kanye, they they was waiting for this moment, bro. These corporations he been with, they've been waiting for this moment, bro. And he finally gave them what they wanted, bro. You get what I'm saying? All that hating he was doing against these fashion people when they wouldn't let him in. As soon as they let him in, yeah, we gonna let him in. As soon as he fuck up, bro, it's a wrap. And what
Mhm.
everybody do? Everybody left him. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, bro. It's
But he's
fucked up,
somewhere
bro.
happy, gaining weight, married. This guy got a
And he a
whole new
Gemini, like us, bro. He day after my birthday.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him. Real quick, man. Because like I said, it's not really too much musically going on.
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about some relationship etiquette right
Okay.
now. So I'm on the Twitters, and this doctor, I can't even pronounce his name, but he must be somebody of significance.
Mm-hmm.
made this post and it said, instead of using the silent treatment, you can tell your partner, I know I'm being quiet. I know my being quiet is not fair to you. I'm hurt, confused, and trying to sort my feelings. I may need some space. I don't know when I'll be ready to talk. And he said, stop manipulating people with the silent treatment. Usually when you
That's
put,
actually healthy. That's a very healthy
yeah,
statement. I actually gonna have to send me that in a text because that's a very mature, healthy, non-threatening way to express yourself when you going through that. Cause I do that, bro. I clam up. You
silent,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
absolutely. Me too.
I noticed that I can't win in an argument with my wife. I'm never going to win ever. So when and I know this is unhealthy behavior, you know what I'm saying? But when she pisses me off, when she does something that I don't like or appreciate or I feel disrespected, I can't let her know the way I want to sometimes because it'll get flipped back to me. So I internalize it, and that statement is perfect for me because I can now let her know, hey, this is what's going on because I didn't know how to verbalize that in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that'll work? I think my pushback on
Yes,
it is I don't know if it'll work.
I, I,
Any,
I think it'll work for me
well, yeah, yeah. That's why I asked
because
because,
I'm communicating. It's not because no any communication is better than none, right?
mhm,
And the way I'm communicating, like I could be a whole bitch. I don't say shit to me, like fuck out of here. Da-da-da-da. That's how I really be feeling. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? But to collect myself and then to come back with that statement, that's very like I can see it will be beneficial to me in my
yeah.
situation, right?
A lesson learned for me, and I can apply this to that statement that I read was I asked a young lady that I was dating at the time. I was trying to break it off with her, and she wasn't receiving it well, and it gave me vibes of energy from before to when I was trying to break something off and they weren't receiving it well.
Hmm.
And I asked, I said, what is it about me? Because I didn't take it personal. Is it me? What am I saying that is not registering? And she says, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How you say it?
So I said, okay. And I changed the way I said it, which allowed the departure. You had to respect it the way I delivered it. And just like you were just saying, when you get angry or frustrated, it's a type of energy that they're not going to accept, right?
Right.
Because if you say it the way, stop fucking, if you say it like that, they're not going to receive it well, which could extend the conversation, which could lead to more frustration on your part, which could lead to you shutting down, which could lead to nothing being solved, and it just snowballing into something bigger.
Hmm.
But if you use that technique, but now going off what was told to me is I'm saying, will it work? Is because I'm used to my delivery not working, which is not that. The new delivery worked one time.
So
I needed I needed to work again for me to get comfortable
I
with this.
think with that statement, bro, it's got to come when you. It can't come immediately when you in the thick of things, right? Because I know me, bro, and you kind of like me, bro. I'm gonna say it how I feel it,
Mhm.
regardless of how you feel. Like you made me feel a way. I'm gonna say how I feel it. You get what I'm saying? But I understand that a lot of times that's not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Speaking off those emotions like that, bro, that can, like you said, it can extend the argument, whatever, whatever. So taking a minute to collect yourself, meditate, smoke if you need to, whatever you need to do. Just take a minute from that situation and then come back with that. You laying the groundwork. You letting her know what it is already. Look, I'm upset. I can't talk right now. Let me get myself together. You giving her something versus
Mhm.
nothing. She asking you questions, you ignoring her. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like I don't like that. Like so this would be a good way to me for me to express myself. I'll let you know if it worked. You
Yeah,
know, I'm
yeah.
gonna let you know
Let
if it
me
works
know.
because I'm sure
Let
this
me
shit
know.
gonna happen soon. Like, we don't get no breaks in marriage, bro. This it's always something. Feel
Yeah.
me?
So, and like for me, what type of personality are you? Right? Are you always cool, calm, and collective? But don't let your partner throw you off because that's not who you are. a fight, a verbal fight, and now you both are screaming at each other, you're not going to win that because that's not who you are, right? And a lot of times, I just was talking to about this with my aunt on her podcast. It's like when you take the high road, you think you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
They calling you all types of names. They getting the
Right.
best of you.
Right.
You don't got nothing to say because you just calm. But at the same time, you still have feelings and you're taking it in. You want to defend yourself. You don't know how. Like, what's the right way?
But that's
It's
not fair. That's not cool though, bro. Like I
It
don't
doesn't
like.
it doesn't
I don't
seem
like that,
fair,
bro. I
but at
don't
the
like.
same time, you can't get out of body because you
But
can't.
as a man though, you gotta recognize when the time is right for certain things. You know what I'm saying? I got kids here, small kids, so I can't. I don't ever want them to see me in a verbal match with their mom and shit. They've seen it before, and I totally regret that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I'm very ashamed about. You know what I mean? My kids got to see me and their mom in a shouting match, and I don't want to ever have that happen again. So I thank you for that phrase or statement that you
Yeah,
just said, because I'm going to implement that into my everyday, because communication is key. And I do that, bro. I won't say nothing, bro. I just keep it all to myself and just try to internalize it, and then just you know
and
talk about it later.
the more you
The
sit
more
on it,
mad because
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking about everything. Like, bitch, it really got me fucked up. Like, I'm just that nigga to just talk to any type of way, type shit. That's what I don't like, bro. Because I done got bitch contempt of court for judges talking to me crazy, and I'm telling them not to. I'm not used to people talking me away and not saying nothing back. So this is a learning thing for me, and that's great. That
mm,
information you just shared was great. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, this might be could be like a different topic, but I just learning from what I learned. It's like with women, they can say however they feel in that moment and it be their truth, right? We can't deviate from anything we've ever said, regardless of how angry we are.
Right.
We have to. Like, we're the ones that says I love you. We're the ones that say, hey, will you marry me? We're the ones that say this is fair. We're the ones that say this is it and this is what I want, right? If you ever, regardless of how bad the situation is, go against that, she'll always say, yeah, but you told me this. You said
Right.
you loved me. Think about it. Every time an argument happens, this is what women say. Meanwhile, women tend to, not all women, but most of them, tend to say whatever they feel at that moment. If they hate you for 2 seconds, they'll say it.
I can't fucking. Yeah, I know. Well, I know.
It's
Yeah, I
a
know.
laundry list of things that they can say.
It's
And as
unhealthy.
a man, but as a man, if you just understood that this is the rain, this is the storm, get it out. Because they don't mean
Yeah.
nothing what they say. It's just we can't ever say it. We can't ever say, I hate you. I wish I never met. You can never say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that anyway.
You
Like, you know
can't.
what I'm saying?
You're not even built
Like,
to say that. But I'm just
my
saying, women, they have
yeah,
that luxury of,
because they not just mad at what you did today, bitch. They mad at shit you did 7 months ago on a Wednesday, bitch, and they bring it all out. So while they arguing with you, they thinking about the shit you did back in the couple months
well,
ago, couple weeks ago, and
I'm
it
not
all come.
saying that.
So that's why they say those things, because it all comes out at once. You get what I'm saying? It ain't just about that argument and what y'all arguing about now. It's still about some other shit they didn't held on to too.
But I think that the feminine energy is more of a flow of what's now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we always have to be in the, like, for example, right? Word is my bond, and a man and his word, right? Our word means everything, right?
it
Women,
should be. It should.
it should.
It should. Yeah.
Women, on the other hand, however they feel in that moment is their truth. For
Yeah. At
example,
that moment. Yeah.
I was reading this book, right? And one of the examples that the book gave you was, if you ask your girl, do she want to go out to the movies, and she says no, and you go, damn, baby, let's go out. You start making her laugh, you start making her feel good. She goes, all right, come on, let's go out to the movies. And you go, well, I thought you didn't want to go to the movies. Well, I didn't at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
that could have been 5 minutes ago. Say, if I say, hey, I don't want this, I don't want to eat that, I don't want to go I really don't want to do that. And if I do go, I'm doing it because you want to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
we're not. Have there ever been a situation to where you wanted to do something, you just happened to change your mind? It's like somebody made you change your mind. Either I do or I don't. You get what I'm saying? So it's just it could be anything to where it's just how I felt in that second was my truth. And in this second, I want to go. And the next second, I might want to do something different. So that's just how I look at it. And if you look at it like that, you take it less personal. You take it less personal. I think that's our job is to take it less personal instead of saying, "Damn, you really hate
Yeah.
me." You don't
Yeah,
hate
my
me.
feelings get hurt. That's
Hey,
one thing I've been dealing with my whole life, bro. Like my feelings get hurt. Like you feel what I'm saying? I can't, as a man, we taught to just like, bitch, man, you know what I mean, man up. You know what I mean? Dust that shit off, shrug that shit off. You all right? You know what I'm saying? Rub some dirt on it. You be all right. But like this, my feelings get hurt. And sometimes I can't get past like, dang, you would really say some shit like this to hurt me? Like, why
yeah.
would you know what I mean? Like, I would never say some shit like that to hurt you intentionally. Like, dang, you really hate a nigga. Like,
And that's the thing. They try their best. They go for everything.
bro, they
Everything you
go
ever
for
told
the
them,
jugular, bro. Like,
everything
crazy.
you ever
But
told
let's not do that. I'm shout out to my ladies watching and all that. We love y'all. But like, y'all crazy though.
well, yeah, I
But that was
definitely
some gems you dropped though. That was a real gem you dropped. I need you to text me that too.
oh definitely, definitely. I'll text it to you. It's just a way for us to like to understand what we're up against better. Like anytime I get some information, I definitely like sharing it because we're all in this together. And the only way we win is through like understanding and understanding that, we're all in similar situations and we all go through similar things, but we all have different ways of handling situations. And if we, handle stuff better, communicate is king. We
Yeah,
communicate quick and not let nothing simmer. That whole don't
absolutely.
go to bed angry is easier said than done, but it's easy if you understand how to
Nah, that shit
communicate.
ain't easy.
It
Nah,
ain't
that shit
easy.
ain't easy, bro.
It's not
Like,
easy,
I
but
ain't gonna hold you.
okay. If you beefing at 9:50 p.m. and it's bad, and
So
then you
what
just
I
drop
do,
that knowledge, like, yo, I'm gonna let it process. I might, you know what I'm saying? Because now you done got it off. Now you done got it off your chest, and now you ease her pain a little bit. Because no matter how mad she make you, she's still curious to how you feel.
right?
Well, you're not gonna talk
So
about it.
going to bed mad is a hard thing that to not going to bed mad is a hard thing to do. But what I try to do is not have those issues. Like once I sleep on it and wake up the next, it's a new day. It's a new day, right? So let's treat it like a new day. Not bringing none of that old energy from yesterday into today. That's a harder thing to do than say. But I do that more than the other thing. Like it's, I wake up the next day and bitch, I'm not even mad at you no more. What you did yesterday, you did yesterday. We'll talk about it, but I ain't mad no more. Let's get through this. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, I got kids, and these niggas is crazy, and we don't got
Mhm.
time to argue because these niggas take all the time. I've been called dad 59,000 times today for nothing. For nothing, bro. Dad, it's a scratch on the wall. It's a fly in here. I
No,
love
trust me,
you.
I get
Like,
it. I got a 4-year old, and I got one like little one, and it's just like, give me a break, bro. Stop calling my
yo, this
you don't
shit
want
crazy, yo. But
nothing.
yo, real quick, I want to talk about so Rick Ross and Envy
Oh
kind of
yeah,
going at it. DJ Envy kind of going at it, right? So Rick Ross was on the Breakfast, Drink Champs or whatever, and he kind of took some shots at Envy because they both do the car show thing. So Boss, he done bossed up, got about 200 cars, and he doing the car show at his own property in the Promised Land in Georgia, whatever, whatever. And I think Envy do his on like a smaller scale, and he
hmm
be having like sponsors and stuff. And I think he partnered up with Young Dolph, rest in peace, Young Dolph Peoples, his company, and doing one. So Ross coming at him like, Beige boy, like you ain't on my level. Make sure Dolph get that bread. Da-da-da-da. Like he talking a little spicy to him. So Envy response, like he first of all he did Ross voice. He mocking his voice the whole time. He's saying how Ross Airbnb his crib out and shit to regular people. How he got men sleeping in his bed because he Airbnb his crib. Like he is giving Dolph the money and all that. Like bitch, and he making his shit affordable to families that want to come see car shows. That's why his shit like $20 for the tickets or whatever. But Rose ain't trying to hear that shit. He done leveled up. He a boss. He got hella bread and he moving around. So his response was fuck all that. Bitch, we bossed up over here. Bitch, my car's better than yours. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big thing. So, well, my question to you is, would you go see any of these niggas car show?
I never got the big hype over car shows, fam. My thing is this started just how you said it. Rick
Yeah,
Ross was just doing something and just
he,
decided
he
to call out Envy.
he was on the Breakfast Club. I mean, he was on Drink Champs, and him and his man from who had Bel Air and shit, who got introduced him to Bel Air, whatever. They was on there together. He just like they asked him about the car show because he got one coming up or whatever at his crib. So he just start coming at Envy like, man, my shit. Shout out to Envy. You know what I'm saying? But bitch, my shit better than Envy. Calling him Beige Boy and all this crazy shit. You know how Ross talk. He get spicy and shit when he talk. So it wasn't personal. Like he was coming at his character, nothing
I mean,
crazy,
Beige
nothing.
Boy, yeah, but Beige Boy,
But
fam.
but he yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I
he,
just I think
Envy
that it,
Envy
yeah, right.
funny. He like, you a boss. He was like, you Airbnb your crib out and da 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 da. So he's like, yo, so Envy he get little beige raids sometimes and shit like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
call me Beige Boy. Come on, come on, man. Like don't just because Beige Rage gets into a rage doesn't mean it's not justified though.
But yeah, but see, Ross took shots though. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do because he up. You know what I'm saying? He up, so
Yeah,
he
but
gonna
that's my
take
thing
them
about
shots.
Rick Ross, man. It's like how many times have we seen rappers boss up, but he's the only one that still like we understand 50 Cent's energy. He got shot. Does it so I'm not friends with nobody in the industry.
His whole life was
His
crazy.
whole
So
mind. But
yeah.
other than that, who else you know in Rick Ross position who just takes shots at random people? Like he has beef with people. Like he takes shots at Birdman because he didn't pay Wayne.
I
Why is that your
mean,
business?
it ain't his business, but that's your man. Like if that's your man, like that's like, bitch, if your boss wasn't paying you and you my man, I don't fuck your boss, bitch. Like fuck that nigga. He ain't paying you.
He took a lot. He took a lot of shots. Like, okay, now Turk
But
comes
but
home.
see, but he must have felt kind of hurt about that too, because remember they was supposed to put a little album out called The H, Birdman and Rick Ross. Like had a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I think he took that personal. Like damn, like
This
you know
ain't
what
the
I'm
only
saying?
game Rick Ross has stuck his nose in.
Okay, all
Like it's
right.
just
So what
like
else? What else
who
he do?
who else? Like who else? Well, first off, he started taking shots at 50 for no reason. Well, I'm
I
not gonna even
mean,
talk to
but
Rain.
he did 50 on he did a 50 on 50. You got to take shot at the hottest nigga. So I understand that tactic, right?
But that wasn't rap beef. Nothing about that was rap beef. I don't think
But
Rick
he
Ross
still took the shot though. But he still took the shot, and at the time, biz 50 music was trash, and Ross was he was heating up. He was heating up, and 50 said he was going to destroy Ross, and he didn't. He
and
did not. Rick Ross
different,
got bigger.
different because if you
He
tell
got bigger.
somebody it didn't work because this was the first time you could tell somebody is CO and nobody cares. If I got this in a tuck and I
Yeah,
know
that
that
was crazy.
you was never a drug dealer, you was never this boss guy, you was a cop. And I say, here it go, and y'all go,
But 50 didn't put that
I can do it.
information out. He found out the way we found out. Smoking gun.
No,
They put it
yeah.
out.
But his game plan was Officer Ricky. Remember, it was the whole
Yeah,
rollout.
Officer Ricky. Yeah.
It
Nobody
was a
cared
joint.
because he
Nobody
got
cared.
hot music, bro. Because he was hot. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We
He was
didn't
hot.
know, but the general. I'm not gonna
Bro,
say we,
we
but
knew. We
the
knew
general.
once we seen that fucking his naked face picture, him smiling and shaking that hand, we knew that was him. He
I
went
know,
on the radio and lied and said it wasn't him, but he kept putting out hot
but
music. So it's just like, bitch,
before
all right.
before Rick Ross, that was the death sentence for anybody. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Nah,
So if I'm
that's a fact.
50,
That's a
if I'm
fact.
50 and I got Officer Ricky in the tuck, I'm thinking I'm about to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work. After that, what can you do? Nothing. If y'all don't care he was a CO, then it's nothing I can do. It's
I
nothing.
mean, all he had to say was, I had to do this so I can meet the plug or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we know that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he had to say, and own up to it as soon as it happened. Like, yo, I did. But he did allude to that, but he lied about it at first. He said it wasn't him for like 6 months, and
But
then
why
he
do you
went on
think it's
because,
a death
bro,
sentence?
he
It's a it was a death sentence.
because he ain't think 50 was gonna go hard on him. He just thought that shit was gonna get swept under the rug. His 50 start going hard on him,
Oh yeah,
and
and
then
he would have. What happened was also his kid's mom, one of his old
oh yeah,
girls,
the baby,
needed the
her
porn.
sex tape.
And
Yeah.
then she started to sue him. So everything he was doing just back, he just went too hard. He went too hard, too far with Rick Ross. He was doing wild stuff, man.
Yeah,
It's
Pimpin'
like,
Curly. It was
yeah,
hilarious though. But
he
I think
screamed
at that time, we expected 50 to like give him some bars, like music. You know what I'm saying? It was over for 50 around that time musically. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, this is like 2009, bro. I think it was a wrap for 50 around that time musically. You know what I mean? He had the vitamin water deal, just got a bag. Like I think he was done with music, really. You know what I mean? He was just doing it out of obligation. So when you got Ross coming out, coming at 50, and he giving niggas bars, you know what I mean? It's just like, all right,
well, I've never been the biggest fan of Rick Ross. I think he makes good music, but him
I have.
overall,
I
he's just
have.
been like he's like
As
one
a
of the
rapper,
weirdest.
I have.
Yeah, but overall, he's like just one of the weirdest artists or CEOs or bosses. Like just the way he moves. No boss moves how he moves, but he's the one yelling boss the most.
I
I don't
mean,
I don't see this
like,
from
give me
no
an
other
example.
boss.
Give me an example outside of him taking shots.
That's it.
What you talking about? How, like, so that's the only thing.
All his beef is based on him saying something about somebody. So I'm still,
Well,
why is Envy in his conversation? I got a car show. Why did he mention me?
Bro,
Like,
you got to, because we okay, that's a tactic, bro. That's a whole tactic. Like, he been reading them 48 laws, bro. He had to, because think about it, bro. Nobody give a fuck about Rick Ross cars. He keeps screaming, I got 100 cars, 200 cars. Well, he's not known for that. He's known for music and making beats and beats, wing stops and shit, right? Envy does the car thing. He's here, Ross is here. You gotta come at the nigga. You have to. You get what I'm saying? He hate 50, but he using 50 tactics. Like, it's crazy. That's
I,
weird.
he can have it. I'm just never been a fan of his. Like I said, I get why 50 had that energy. But other than that, he's as far as anybody else in a boss's role. I've never seen anybody just randomly wake up and I want to talk about this person today because I'm a boss.
I
Never
mean,
seen.
I think he took the shot at Envy because of the car show shit. He want his car show to be mentioned, probably over his. He think his shit better than his. I get it.
Hmm.
I get it, but like, come Beige Boy coming at him crazy and all that kind of shit, that
That's
like,
what I'm
it's
saying. Like, bro,
you acting weird now. Like, what do you mean? Like,
that's
how
all I'm
you
saying.
coming?
It's weird
How
energy,
you
weird
coming?
activity from the boss. Like,
I can take a little friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop. The energy. You know what I'm saying? We could competitive. So I can
for
take
example,
that.
Birdman said he the number one stunner, right? Master P was just like Bird or either Front Flex or Master P. But it was just like, yo, your cars ain't better than mine. You don't
Right.
gotta call that man out his name,
Right. Right.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you think you the bling bling king? Look at all this I got. But I ain't gonna call you beige boy. Like, bro,
Yeah, he was coming
maybe
crazy,
we're
bro.
tripping on the beige boy. It's like for
Nah,
what?
you ain't tripping, cause I would have took that personal too, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why Envy, like, he went on the radio and he was mocking him. He was like, man, you Airbnb in your crib out and shit. You renting your crib out, having other men sleep in your bed and da, da, da. I don't know how true that is, but we do know he rented his crib out for the Coming to America joint. And I think Eddie Murphy stayed in his crib for a couple nights after the shit wrapped up, and then he rented it to BET for the Boomerang show. So he got some money for production in his crib, but as far as niggas sleeping in his bed and all that, I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah. See,
Envy.
in in hip hop, we all live by the thinnest of the blades, right? To where you can look at what he's doing as a good business move if you lay it out and say, "Hey, my room is off limits." But what we don't know, and seems to be the problem, is when we're not fully educated or fully aware of the situation, we can go, "Well, where did these gentlemen sleep at? You know,
Right.
in your bed."
In
Like
your
it's
quarters, in
now,
your
yeah,
quarters, bitch.
now it just sounds weird. Because if I'm
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy, I'm not renting out no Airbnb if I'm not sleeping in the master bedroom. You get what I'm saying?
exactly. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was coming out like, yo, what kind of man? He like, yo, CEO, what kind of CEO do that? He said, you never heard no CEO do that. 50 never did that. You know what I mean? Jay-Z would never do that. Da, 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 da. So Ross came back on, like, the response to that was just more or less like, bitch, fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? We bossed up over here. He had a vintage like fire truck outside his crib. It had some other shit outside his crib and shit. Like, yo, we bossed up over here. Da 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 da. Like, I mean, we big moves. Like, this nigga got a buffalo at his crib and shit that be breaking out and be telling niggas just to give it a carrot. Like, niggas got random carrots at the crib. Like,
When are we going to realize he's something of a weirdo, fam? This guy's lawn is of all types of animals. Him dancing, him. It's like
nah.
he's got too much. You can have too much going on, fam, to
So
where
with the livestock though, bro, that's actually a smart thing he's doing with the amount of land that he has to put livestock on his property. He gets some type of government, like the government to pay him. Now he in a
I
different
get it.
like so they'll pay, like it's loans set aside, loans and government shit that they got aside for that kind of shit. So he probably did that for that. You know what I'm
I get
saying?
it. My thing with him is, and I could sound crazy right now, right? But you can't show people everything at one time. So if you look at Rick Ross, you go, well, I got all these animals on my lawn, and I got a car show going on, and I'm running for mayor. And people gonna say, Ross, who are you? Like at the end of the day, you got yo, bro, this guy, who are you? What are you doing?
He the boss,
You
bro.
know what I'm
He
saying?
he he bossed up.
I
He
keep
own
it
wing
real.
stops, bitch. He got buffaloes at the crib, bitch. He got fire trucks and shit at the house, like bitch. Like he got the biggest crib, damn near in North America. They said, like,
Great.
I mean,
And,
good for
don't
you, bro. But
don't
I
come
agree,
for me though.
bro. I agree with you though, bro. Like at some point you don't gotta show your whole hand. Like you could chill. Like
How
that's how you
many
can
of
tell
your
niggas ain't never
entrepreneurs?
had shit, bro. Like
How many of our entrepreneurs got 5 to 10 different ventures going on? You get what I'm saying? Like they got it, bro. But if you put it all on one, they're gonna look at it as like, bro, you didn't even finish teaching us about the chickens. Like, get back to the bird. Like, get back to the get back to your cattle. Like, bro, what you got going on over here? You get what I'm saying? It's like that's just me. That's just me.
So he like he just all over the place. You know what I
You all over
mean?
the place.
Thinking talking about grinding and dropping gems and trying to be motivational and shit, but he coming off as just like not focused and just all over the place and shit like that. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you wanted
Plus
to
he
follow Rick
arrogant.
Ross, if you wanted to, what are you following Rick Ross for? What to do? Like you don't even know what he's going to do tomorrow. He might have something else on his lawn that he might, yo, this is what I'm doing now. Wait a minute. Relax, Ricky.
Like we making candles now. Like
Make candles.
yeah, like bitch. Like I don't. I mean, I ain't hating on you. I'm glad to see black men in position where they getting bags and putting other people in position to get money and shit. But like, it seemed like he not humble though. To me, it
That
seemed
could
like
be
he
what
not
it is.
humble. It seemed like to me like he never had really nothing before, and now he got everything. He got like he just happy than a motherfucker. Like,
That
you
could
know what I
be it
mean,
too.
wanting to show the
Because
world. Like,
if Jay-Z is worth the most in our hip hop community, yet he's not on here telling you
bro,
about
him
the
and
trillion things that
him
he's
him
actually
him and
involved
B
in.
him and B just bought a $200 million crib in Malibu, bro.
And it's also the delivery because they might set up the paparazzi to tell you what I'm doing, but Rick
Yeah,
Ross really takes his phone,
he coming
hits
from here
live.
like, bitch,
Hey
this is
man,
what we doing. Showing you the inside of the crib, all that kind of shit. Like, I was never doing that, bro. Like if I was in that position, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I want to get I still feel like he cheated us with that last album. I want a better Rick Ross album because that Port of Miami 2 left me wanting more. Like that last shit was trash to me.
look at what he's
Rather me
doing.
than you.
Do you think
No,
we're getting music? Do you think
what the
we're
fuck,
getting
richer
music?
than I ever been? Nah, we probably not. But like, I
I better not hear
enjoyed
another
his.
record. I better
I
not hear
mean,
another album, fam. He's got too much. This is my point. He's got too much going on to actually sit down and make a dope body of work that reminds us of 2010, 2009.
nah, I think all these rappers got it in them, bro. Like I don't, like we talk about. I don't think that shit leaves. You know what I'm saying? I just think, like you said, he not focused enough to do it. Like we could tell with his last project too. Like his last project was very like under, like at the bottom of his catalog. Like for me, that richer than I ever been, the green cover shit, that shit is at the bottom to me. Like that's like hood billionaire status. Like
I don't
I'm
know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we get used to a sound because Rick
nah.
Ross is going to be Rick Ross. When he raps, you're going to get Rick Ross. You're going to get his ear. So his beats
Hmm.
is going to be his beats. But I think that he's
I
not
don't want to.
fresh no more.
Please don't talk about cocaine. I don't want to hear nothing about cocaine ever again from Rick Ross. Like I'm good. Like if 50 Cent ever start rapping again, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about guns again.
I
I don't want
think
to hear nothing about
I,
it,
I think they have to. I don't
bro.
want to hear
You
50
not
talk.
shooting nobody, bro. Get the fuck like,
Cool.
bro.
I don't want.
50.
I don't. No, I said cool, but I don't want to hear him make 13 songs about power and stars. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear him talk about none of that stuff. But what he did in a genius way, and it even brought him like a gold plaque, was he created a mixtape based off Kanan.
Oh, the Kanan mixtape. Oh
So
yeah,
it's just
that
like
went gold.
I'm the man. Yeah, I'm the man with
Oh
gold.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
mixtape.
okay.
So
I remember the Kanan tape. Yeah,
it's like I'm gonna be me, but I'm gonna tell you I'm this character.
that
That's
was
more
that was that was equivalent to me. Jay Z American Gangster shit. That was equivalent to that to me. That like that's where I go with. Cause
yeah,
remember how Jay got inspired from the movie and whatever and started making that material.
yeah.
To me, that's 50 again. Cause come on, man, you're not shooting nobody now, bro. We don't want to hear about no many guns you got. Get what I'm saying? He had to get into that character Kanan to put that material out because I don't believe you right now, 50.
What
Yes, you'll
artist?
probably still do it, but you ain't got no guns, man. Get the fuck
What
out of here, bro.
artist? What artist? 10, 15, 20 years in the game can drop today and talk about nothing that they talked about before. Snoop Dogg still Crips on his records, fam. So I don't think it's possible that any
Snoop different though, bro. He's different, bro.
Jay Z
He's
still
a,
talks about what he talks about. He might
he
combine
don't
it with
he
his investments today,
he'll
but he
tell
still
you
keep
how
that
he
hustle
used to,
mentality.
he'll tell you like how he used to he don't have to do that no more. Like
But he's
he'll
still
say some
tough,
shit
so
like
he can
that.
eat
Like
it.
but okay, 50, I don't want to hear you will get of HK and do anything. Like I don't want to hear that. Ross, I don't want to hear nothing about kilos no more, bro. You're not selling kilos, bro. You're not doing it. Like
I don't think it's
let's go.
possible. I don't think it's possible. I think that you should give your audience what you want. I mean, what they want. That's why Jay-Z, that's why when he does the God did, and he's talking about how he was doing, it was the best verse that people kept saying it because it gave them that feel of 96. It just gave them that old feel. That's why people like what they like. If Jay-Z
We
just went on
deserve that
there,
though. We deserve that though.
oh, see.
Nah, we deserve that, yeah. Cause he gave us niggas in Paris, so we deserve that. I hated that song, but go ahead. Sorry guys,
So if
sorry
you're not gonna like,
listeners,
so if you're
sorry
not gonna
listeners.
like his new approach, this is what I'm saying.
I like I like 444, and I like the God did record. It's a bunch of features that after the 444 record I appreciate from Jay. However, bro, like don't tell me about no coke. Like it's like, bro, we come from that shit that you talk about. You had to do that shit. Like,
Mhm.
you get what I'm saying? And he come from that cloth. Like, bitch, don't tell me that you still got Tata doing things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Don't
for
tell me that.
it's for certain people, fam. I'm telling
That's
you.
why I enjoyed 444, bro. I really enjoyed that album because this you saw a whole grown ass Jay Z. Even though we saw that on Kingdom Come and people hated it, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
saw it on
That's
444,
my
bro.
point. That's my
You know what
point.
I mean?
I can't give you Kingdom Come. I gotta give you Reasonable Doubt 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, man. I gotta keep
Right.
hitting you in the head with these bricks. That's it.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right,
Mm-mm-mm.
man. Hey, man. So we good? Episode 170. Let me tell you something.
170, man. Free Max B.
I am 24 hours and 38 minutes into my fast. I'm
Yeah.
ready to eat. Yeah, I fast for 24 hours from Saturday to Sunday,
Listen,
6
man.
p.m. to 6 p.m.
You the most healthiest in shapest nigga I know. I'm
Well, now
gonna continue to
I'm about to call Domino's.
I'm sit
I can
I'm
eat a
gonna
whole.
sit I'm gonna sit here and sip this water. I don't think I'm getting in the gym, bro. I don't think I got it right now. I need to. I ain't gonna hold you. I need to because like I said, I'm at a sit down job now. I work from home. You know what I'm saying? Kind of work for the government, yeah. I got a new gig, bro.
The government.
Yeah, man. So I gotta get clearance from the Department of Defense, bro.
Mm.
They assigning an investigator to me to investigate my background and shit like that, so I can get access to military records. I mean, I'm working in insurance and military insurance and shit like that. So I looked up on this job. I thank the Most High because you ever been in the position where like you applying for jobs and shit, right? and you putting your best foot forward and you answering all and you smiling and shit like that, and then everybody turning you down.
Yeah.
That happened to me this past spring. And then two jobs, the last two interviews I went on was this job I got now and the temp job I worked before it. I ain't give a fuck going in that interview. I was regular as hell. I didn't care if I got the job or not, and I got both of those jobs, bro. Literally got
Well,
both of them. So like, it's a work from home shit is gonna have me back fat again. So I'm probably gonna have to get a gym membership and shit like that.
you're gonna have to, or right there where you at, do some burpees. You be all right.
My kids keep me active though. I told you my son plays soccer now, so we just was at the soccer field this morning
Mm-hmm.
having a whole soccer match. Running, I almost died. Like
Yeah, you gotta hit them
almost
burpees,
died,
man.
bro.
Yeah, I
Almost
believe it.
died out there. I'm a whole smoker. Bro, I ain't played basketball in 2 years, and that used to be my cardio. I don't get
Yeah.
no cardio in, bro.
All right,
I
then you might as
almost
well sign
died
up
out
for that
there.
gym, man. Sign up
Listen,
for that gym.
I don't know. I'll talk to you. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We'll talk about it
This was episode 170 of the Barz and Shots podcast. Peace out.
later.